Lie down on your back for a specialized meditation practice to recognize the inbuilt past impressions that causes the anxiety, and recognizing it, releasing them, and moving into peace. You are comfortable. Lie down on the back and eyes are closed. You are comfortable. How you become comfortable? You move your mind on all the joints of the body, from the neck joint, shoulder blades, elbows, adjust and align, hip joints, knees, ankles, and the toes. The entire body is comfortable. So first, we will release the energy from the unconsciousness, so that it helps us not only to relax, but also would ultimately help us to dry up those past impressions that causes the anxiety. So look deep inside the heart, in the space, and start breathing long and fast breathing into the chest. Long and fast breathing continues. Continue long and fast breathing into the chest with a conscious awareness of the expansion and the contraction of the rib cage. Continue. Continue. And stop this, just move into the state of passivity. When you move into that state of passivity, that simply means you are not doing anything. You are in that state of the stillness and the sensation. You are looking at the breath that is moving in and out. Do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath, and start counting the breath and see if the breath does not change and you are counting the breath. You are engaging the mind to live within. Just continue You engage the mind to live within. You're simply counting the breath. In a way, the body is still, the breath is natural, and you are counting the breath. So what we did, we started with an active step. We engage the mind to live within by counting the breath without changing the position of the body and also of the breath. So that helps the mind to withdraw itself from outside. And now doing nothing. When you do nothing, means the body remains still, you feel the sensation, the conscious rest and relaxation. You are aware of the breath moving in and out. You are basically in the mindfulness state. Effortless state. So, greater the recognition of this state in this meditation, the better it is. It will help us to release the accumulated impressions that causes the anxiety and the stress. Now become aware of the breath. You are looking at the moving breath, first point. You feel the sensation of the breath going in and out. Second point, you are not changing the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Third point, now this step helps us to take this conscious mind very deep, to touch those accumulated impressions that causes the stress. But our journey is to go deep within. Now the fourth point, the moment the breath is going in, look inside the heart or the head, whichever you feel is good. The breath comes out, look deep inside the forehead, in the space, head or the heart, whatever you prefer. So the 4 points, you do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. You feel the sensation of the breath moving in and out, and you are looking deep inside into the space. Now when the breath goes in, see the triangle inside. Breath comes out, you see the triangle. I specifically say you see it. I'm not saying visualize or imagine or focus. I can ask you, have you seen the triangle? And you say yes. You don't say me, let me imagine, let me visualize, let me focus, and then I will tell you. Instantly. Same thing. breath goes in, you see the triangle inside. In the space, you see the triangle when the breath comes out. And now become aware the breath in the mind is moving on a triangle when it goes in and comes out. Breath in the mind moves on a triangle, the breath goes in, mind sees the triangle and moves on it. Breath comes out, mind sees the triangle and moves on it as if the triangle is a triangular tunnel in which the breath is moving. Now become aware when the breath in the mind moves on a triangle. You see the triangle from the front when breath goes in, and from the back when the breath comes out. That expands our awareness, even though it is a very small step. The sleep might come, it's okay, you return, you hear me, and continue the practice. Everything is natural, the body is still, sensation and stillness is there, the breath moves on its own, you do not change. And when the breath goes in, you move the mind on a triangle, the breath comes out, you move the mind on a triangle. It is natural, easy. And now when the breath in the mind moves on a triangle, drop, aim on one side of a triangle. You remain aware of the other two sides. It is so simple. Continue dropping, aim when the breath goes in and comes out. One aim when the breath goes in, one aim when the breath comes out. In the state of sensation and the stillness in the body, the natural movement of the breath moving on a triangle, you are dropping one aim when the breath goes in, and you are dropping one aim when the breath comes out. Continue the practice, let it be.
Call from cell phone NJ.
And now drop to aim when the breath goes in. And drop to aim when the breath comes out. These distractions are helpful if we are not moved by it. We have to progress and perfect the meditation in the midst of these challenges. Continue the practice in that state of the stillness, calmness. You may experience the body begins freezing. Numbness begins. You may be feeling sinking or rising up of the body. Breath is normal. And you are dropping to aim on two corners when the breath goes in, and to aim when the breath comes out. Breath is going in, aiming, and seeing the two sides. Breath is coming out, aiming, and seeing the And now drop 3, aim when the breath goes in, and when the breath comes out, one on each side of a triangle. Breath is going in, aim, aim, aim. Breath is coming out, aim, aim, aim. Looking at the triangle either inside the head or the heart. We are consciously moving within. I'm going to customize and change the steps maybe after 2 more weeks so that we can go still deeper. Continue dropping me when the breath goes in on a triangle. Me when the breath comes out on a triangle, either inside the head or the heart. And doing nothing, remain as you are. Become aware of the layers of the existence. Deep inside you experience calmness and quietness. You are then aware of the breath in and out. You experience the stillness and the sensation in the body. You are aware of outside world. Look at these layers. Go deeper, you remain deeper within, in the state of doing nothing, just a witness. In that state of the space sensation and the stillness in the body, the dynamic movement of the breath, which is natural, and looking deep within in the state of calmness and quietness. There are many possibilities suddenly you experience influx of thoughts, but you remain unmoved. The thought comes, goes away, and you are again living deep within. That is one of the finest experience, how the inner consciousness recognizes the influx and awakens that they do not belong to you. Then a simple thought may come, and that will take your mind away. Become aware of that, how the mind is taken away, carried away by some thought, either of the past or the present. Then you tend to forget for a spur, for a fraction of a second. There might be a forgetfulness, and the mind returns again, living within. These are the three movements that helps us to recognize and awaken. then you may experience as if you are very far from the sensation and the stillness of the body. You are very far from the moving breath. That is quite a deeper state. Then we fall into sleep. It is okay. You hear me, you return, and you continue the practice. We witness and recognize. We witness and recognize the different states of mind. We recognize the influx of thought that is a wandering state that comes and goes. We recognize a thought remains the mind. Thought carries away the mind. For some time we return again. Then there is a sense of forgetfulness. We experience we are far, very far from the body, breath, thought, feeling. Obviously that is quite a deeper state. We may experience simple awareness of body, breath, mind, inside inner space. Sometime the mind recalls past incident and a feeling of sadness comes. Sometimes the sleep. We are in the state of doing nothing. We are in the state of doing nothing. We are watching the different shades of the mind. Influx of thought, too much traffic, it goes away. A single car on the road, single thought that doesn't want to leave. It's okay, you just become aware and then it leaves. This is second state. Then we tend to forget. We become oblivious of the body and the world outside. Sometimes it is not sleep, but we feel like the natural sleep. So all these are the different shades of the mind. The greater the recognition in the state, better it is. And doing nothing, remain as you are. You're already doing nothing. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let there be an inner respiration. I'm aspiring for total freedom from the past. I'm seeking to awaken inner peace and happiness. Bring the mind on the right hand. Become aware. Bring the mind on the left hand. Become aware. Lift both your palms. Put it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. And bring the hands down.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah.
And now every time it is happening, you go very deep. You stay there.
Yeah.
You stay there. So that's a sign of progress.
Yeah.